Welcome to the September series, day 5. It is 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. Do not look at my hair. Eyes here. I am going to continue on in this. I am on page, I think I left off on 63, and we're going to finish this today. Also, I just got the best news. My sister, who's pregnant, just found out she's having a girl. I am just so excited. I don't plan on having kids, so she already has one and I am obsessed with him. I need to move back home and just stalk her so I can hang out with our kids all the time. I'm so excited to have another little baby, but not my own. I don't want that. Yesterday, I kept getting distracted, looking at my phone, looking out the window at the rain, like a wannabe emo bitch. So today, I am gonna try to really read as much as I can, even after finishing this, hopefully. And I'm gonna do that first by making a very strong cup of warm coffee, sitting in that chair in my office because I had never really read on it until I read The House Across the Lake the other day. And I think it's a magical reading chair. And I'm also going to use the stopwatch on my phone just to track how much I'm reading, but also, I don't know why, but whenever I'm like using the stopwatch feature while I'm reading, I like get up, like my brain starts to move around. I'll glance down at my phone and I'll see that the stopwatch is running and I'll be like, shit, no, read. But this way we can see like how long it takes me to finish 200 pages or so. And I could just measure like quantifiably, is that the right word? How much I can read in a morning / early afternoon. This vlog's probably gonna be short, thank God. I'm sure you're tired of watching me for 15 minutes at a time, so I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna read. Oh, I finished it. I love it. Guys, I love this book. This is 5 stars for sure. And I can't wait to reread it. I feel like I could just read this or listen to the audiobook for comfort. It was everything I ever wanted in a book. It was so fucking wholesome, but also weird. And I realized I didn't summarize the book in this video, but if you want to know more, check out the video from yesterday. Briefly, it's about our main character who goes and takes care of these children who sporadically burst into flame. And the relationship that she has with these children is just God tier, like, oh my God. But also all of the characters in this, even the side character, like the cook, I'm obsessed. This was just so good. I finished it in about 3 hours, which is actually pretty good for me. It's about 191 pages in 3 hours. That's pretty good for me. Yeah, I think it's because I liked it so much. I only have one more red sticky, so. I think I wrote LOL in this about 100 times. You should definitely try this book out. Ooh, I really wanna know your thoughts on it. I know a couple of people on Instagram already said that they love this book too, so that makes me so happy. Oh, it's 10 a.m., so actually my poll on Instagram has been up for a while. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna win, but let me get a screenshot on my phone real quick. All right, we have a winner. It is, drum roll please, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have been so excited to read this. Literally everyone loves it. Actually, not everyone, but I feel like the majority of people really, really like this book. 7 Days in June was a close second. Then we had Upgrade by Blake Crouch and Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead. I will definitely be getting to all of those this month, so stay tuned. I'll be getting to Addie in a second, but I'm going out with a group of my friends, like I said, and one of them lent me a manga like 3 months ago, and I still haven't read it. And it will shame me if I have to talk to them and tell them that I still haven't read this manga yet. I'm very new to manga. I've actually bought a couple mangas that Reading with Merb has suggested. She has several videos that you should go check out for manga for beginners. So I think throughout this month, because they're short too and they're easy to read, I think I'll also be reading them, trying to get a feel for what I like, maybe trying a couple different genres. But today I'm gonna be reading Go For It, Nakamura. I don't know much about this book except for I think it's about a teenager who's in love with his classmate. So I'm gonna read this. I do feel weird about adding this to my page count for the day. I feel like it shouldn't count, I don't know what your thoughts are, so let me know down below. For now, I'm gonna add it, but I'll keep track in case there's a better way to track it without feeling like I'm cheating. Does anyone else like think like this? I don't know why. Oh, I feel like I'm already gonna like this just because this boy has such a crush. I love reading about crushes, honestly. I finished Nakamura and I thought it was so cute. Basically, it's about this kid named Nakamura who's kind of like a nerd. He's very shy in class. And the only two things that it keeps telling us, like every chapter, it starts off with, this boy's name is Nakamura. What he loves more than anything else in the world is his pet octopus and a boy in his class. And it says that a few times. The boy he's in love with's name is Hiroshi, I don't know. And he has no idea that Nakamura's alive. So there's like this angsty, cute crush thing to it, but also Nakamura is kind of weird. And I appreciate it. Like, he's kind of creepy too. He's kind of a bit of a stalker. Like he draws Hiroshi and fantasizes at one point of an octopus like taking over his body. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but I like it because it was an intrusive thought and I'm always a fan of intrusive thoughts. It wasn't really one collective like story arc. It felt more like snippets and chapters of like an online comic strip or something like that. And actually at the end, the author has a little segment where he goes through each chapter and he talks about the chapters and how it did start as like an online thing and then he got his own book. And by the end, it was like, even though Nakamura could be kind of creepy, it wasn't really like the guy from You levels creepy, and really all he wanted to do was be friends with Hiroshi, and I did squeal at the very end. So this is so cute. I took a picture of a couple things that I thought were really funny in it. This one, Nakamura runs into a girl and he obviously finds her attractive and she's like, bye. And he's like, maybe I'm bi. Oh, and then there's this weird like subplot in one of the chapters where this girl is like in an occult club and she's trying to get Nakamura to join, and I kind of want him to because that would be fun to read about. And he says something about it being creepy or that he's not interested, and she said, your interest is written all over your face. And you look at his face and it just says interest right on the face. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know what to rate it yet because I still don't, this is only like the second, well, really the sixth, but like the second series of a manga that I've read. The one before I read, I wasn't really a fan of just because it felt, I don't know. What I'm saying is that I really liked this one. So I feel like my initial instinct is to give it a 4 stars, but I don't know yet enough. Like when you're rating a manga, do you rate it for the art style, for the overall story? Because that's what I'm used to rating like a book, is like how well is this constructed as a piece of work. This felt kind of choppy, but at the same time I had like an enjoyment over it, and I liked how quirky and weird he was. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts. It's now around noon and I'm gonna get ready for the day, and I will, I think, start this. Let's read the first sentence. The cover has little birds like indented into it. There's a little snippet, and that first sentence is, a girl is running for her life, which is a very good first sentence. But then there's like a part 1. It's in 2014, and the first sentence is, the girl wakes up in someone else's bed. I don't know how much of this I'm going to read today because I have maybe a couple hours before I have to leave, and I don't know what time I'm getting home. It might be too late or I might be a little tipsy. So guys, I didn't read any of Addie LaRue, but I did catch up on some of your booktube videos, and then I fell asleep for a little bit. I've been neglecting my sleep for the past couple nights. I don't know when I'm gonna get home, but I do have tomorrow off because of Labor Day. So maybe I'll be staying up late. I know I'll be staying up late to edit. Oh, so maybe then I won't be reading. But just in case maybe my husband's sleeping or something, I'm gonna do my wrap up of today's stats. I don't know, just to save time for future editing, Allie. Okay, today I read 379 pages, including the 188 page manga. So I don't know if that counts. Like I said, I don't think anyone really cares that much. But if you're wildly offended, go ahead and just let me know down below. In total, I've read 993 pages, and now I've completed 4 books, including a manga. So yeah, this is going pretty well. I have one more weekend day, and then we have to figure out how great this is gonna be while working and having to, go to bed at a reasonable time. I hope you're enjoying this series. I certainly am. Thank you so much for watching. It's very kind. If I don't see you in just a second, then I will see you tomorrow.